I'm Tom Moore, I'm 78 years old, and this is my wife, Mary Lou.
And I was born in Nairn, but I always say Strathroy because a lot of people don't know where Nairn is. And I too am in my 70s. We were married in 1957, actually 56 years ago this year. And we have 3 children. Now they're all grown up and have children of their own.
I first realized there was something wrong when I was having this terrible itch on my bottom end. So I went to the doctor to see what was wrong, and he gave me some salve to clear the problem up, but it didn't work, so he sent me to see Dr. Jane, who said I had fissures, and they said he had to get that cleared up before we done this colonoscopy to see if there was any other problems.
Actually, there was 4 other people in the room with us when they were taking them one at a time across the hall to have their colonoscopy as well. And I'm sitting there with my book reading, and they would come back one at a time, and then I'd see the nurse or the doctor come over and say, "You're fantastic, I don't have to see you for 6 months." And on my left, the other one, the lady, the nurse came over and said, "Gee, you're great, I won't have to see you for 5 years." And just then I saw Dr. Jane walking across the hall to me with a picture in his hand, and I thought, oh dear God. And he came over, just a lovely person, and showed me the picture of the mass and shared with me that Tom had cancer. It was just devastating at the moment, and he actually gave me a hug. Just a very personable young man. So.
Well, they decided that I should have laparoscopic, so he said, "We'd like to do it right here, and you'll be the first one that's having it done here."
And the thing was, he's used to seeing the things, when he sees a picture of a mass, he knows ahead of time whether it's cancer or not. Now, we could have waited another 6 weeks for the report to come back, but Dr. Jane thought, it's cancer, we might just get you in right now. And so we talked about it and decided yes.
So I said, that's fine. I said, if that's what I got to have done, well, we'll go ahead and do it. Well, when they said about having the surgery here, I guess the benefits of that was, well, the wife didn't have to drive to London every day.
That was
really
big one.
Good. So.
Care close to home is so important to us because we know a lot of the nurses here in Strathroy. We also even know the cleaning lady, she's a fantastic lady, she works at the hospital.
And all the kids live around here too, so
and our
better
friends.
for them. Well, the day after the surgery, I felt really good, and the doctor came in and he asked me how I was, and I said, well, if the marathon hadn't been run, I could probably run it. But then that night, they moved me up to the 2nd floor, and after they moved me up there, just everything went to pieces, and I had a heart attack, and I was pretty sick for a while. Everything was kind of shutting down, I guess.
They called me up at 2 o'clock in the morning to come up to the hospital because he couldn't breathe and he was just terrible. And so I went up and had a little chat with him.
And I think prayer kind of brought me through.
And me telling you in your ear, don't you leave me here alone.
Yeah. She was threatening me, really.
We have 5 grandchildren, all grown. And we have 2 great grandbabies. Selena is 3 years old and Briar is 2. And it was just fantastic that they could bring them to this hospital, our small hospital in Strathroy. And when Tom felt well enough, we went down to the entranceway so that because they couldn't come to the room, that many. And so we would all sit around the foyer and just chat. It was really just like being home in your living room. It was very nice. But you're feeling much better.
I feel good, yes, I do. But,
and changed our life. I think that because of this cancer scare, that if nothing else, after 56 years, I'm so glad to have him in my life. I would just be devastated if he was gone. So it brought us closer together. If that's possible, it brought us closer together.